Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. Are we live? Is this thing on? Oh my God. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Well, we got some very important fantasy football news, guys. We got some camp news in May. Two polarizing figures. Caleb Johnson's taking reps with the ones. Shocker. Caleb Johnson, when everybody was hyping him up, did diddly squat last year. Now he's somebody in consideration for a round 20 dart throw. And then Jacoby Brissett, somebody who we talked about yesterday, somebody who we said we're avoiding big time. He's holding out. He's holding out. Jacoby Brissett, of all people, is holding out. So what we're gonna do is we're going to queue up in the Drafters $2 mini. Pineapple's pineapple. We're in the $2 mini, room for 10. Get in there. Let's go. And yeah, let's catch up with the chat. You guys have been great. Please leave a vote. Please leave a like. Hashtag success with the SPS. Shout out to my guy, Brady Ballers, the founder of the SPS system, and the guy who kind of put me and everybody else on to Jackson Dart. Dude's brilliant. Big effing draft energy. What's up, Rabona King? I'm back in here, and it feels so damn good. You and me both, Rabona. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to have you back. Shout out to my guy. Buy Bangle says, time to lock in. Let's go buy you. When should we get in, brother? Right meow. Right freaking meow. Disco says, Rabona. But like, where's the new intro? I got you. Rabona, you want to see the new intro? Smoke screen? Ain't no smoke screen. I just wanted to play the new intro when we were about to hop into a draft. Damn, no main. Not today. I'm gonna pull a Justin Herzig. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull a Justin Herzig for the main. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait. On those. Definitely not drafting with you, especially you, Rabona. You are a sharp fantasy football mind. We are doing the $2 mini. Hop on in, get in there. Let's get weird. So yeah, let me tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it at and how you could do it too. Not a mock draft. I repeat, not a mock draft. It's a real money draft with real money implications. There's two potential lobbies that you could get into, two potential drafts that you can get into, two potential tournaments. The first one is the Drafters $2 mini. It's $50,000 in total prizes. $10,000 goes to first. It's total points format. Most points win. It's best ball weekly scoring from weeks 1 to 17. 12 teams draft fast and slow. The fast is faster now, which is sick. It's a $2 entry. You get to max out with 150 lineups. Then there is the main, and the main got even better. $1.5 million in total prizes. $250,000 goes to first. Total points format, once again. But now there's weeklies involved. So if you finish first, you get $5,000. You get your draft's worth and then some. So it's pretty freaking sweet. It's pretty freaking gnarly. Drafters did their thing on this one, and I love that they did that. But I am trying to be a little bit, more cautious, a little bit more smart about how I do these drafts because I don't like donating. Donating is no fun. Smoke screen meaning the Caleb Johnson uses a nothing burger. Heard. I got you. Hello, says Fly Eagles 39. Jonathan Coe says, I think Herzig auto drafted the 150. He also did it in August. And the reason why I'm saying I'm going to try to pull Herzig is I want to do majority of my mains in August. That way we know who's going to be where, who's going to be doing what, and we'll have more information there. So majority of my mains will be done there. In the meantime, I'll do my mains. I'll do my $2. I'll do them all. But yeah, shout out to Jonathan Coe. Good to see you, brother. All right, folks. Queue up for the $2 mini. If you got any questions, I'd gladly answer. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We are live simultaneously on Twitter and on YouTube. I guess I could play the new intro. You guys want to hear the new intro? I got you.
Yeah. Come on, let's. Yeah.
Welcome to Big Draft Energy.
Not a mock draft, a real money draft with real money implications. $1.5 million on the line, $50,000 for this one that we're talking about. The way it works, I'm going to see if I remember the script off the top of my head. You have 20 rounds to build your roster for depth. Each week, the starting lineup is composed of the following position: one quarterback, two running backs, three wide receivers, one tight end, one flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your weekly roster will be added to your weekly roster. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wire, no more trades, none of that garbage. Get that garbage out of here. Get that garbage out of here. You literally just draft it and forget it unless you're winning a life-changing amount of money. So sign up today on Drafters Fantasy using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit. Dollar for dollar, up to $100. I still got it. It's here. Enough reps, anatomical adaptation. It's there. All right, folks, we need 7 more. Bai says, I wish I could draft. I wish you could draft too, man, but you got work. You got to get that done, so do that. Do we like the new font that we have here? I think the new font's kind of cool. Yep, that's a W intro. I like it. I like it a lot. I love that intro, and I love that the communities love the intro. It's been cool. It was so cool to catch up with Bio yesterday. It was so cool to catch up with Greg. It's cool to give takes and have the arguments and go back and forth, and it was pretty sweet, pretty gnarly. All I know is I'm not gonna make as many stands as I did last year this season because that one bit me in the butt. It was tough, you know, even though I was right in a lot of aspects. Uh, kind of hard for me to read. I'm old, just don't take my opinion. I think it is kind of hard to read. Okay, let's fix that. All right. Coast to coast, across the nation. This the mock draft. Is that better? Terry Rice, 420 says, Disco, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. You drafting now, man? No, we're doing a mini. Jonesy, good to see you, buddy. Get in a mini. Let's go. Queue up. Pineapples, pineapples. Jonesy, long time no see, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Best Ball Jonesy is one of the original disco balls. Now he's gone off to better and greater pastures. He's his own content creator, and I'm very proud of him. Oh yeah, much better value. Okay, I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you approve of that. Yeah, man. It was cool to give our takes. I was humbled last season. I don't know. You know when you start believing in your self prophecies, where like you make these calls and it kind of comes into fruition. You're like, I'm him. I could just say these things and just ignore people. I lost my humility last season. I didn't have humility as a content creator last season, and I think that's what like made me who I was years prior and why people like me. I became way too takey and then way too stubborn in my takes. So obviously I have my takes, and I'm obviously going to be stubborn in my takes, but I'm definitely not going to avoid players like Amon-Ra St. Brown because I thought he was going to be bad. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to get 30% of guys like Brian Thomas Jr. because I thought he was going to be wide receiver one. Way more balance this year. We definitely want way more balance this year, and we got room for one more person to fill up the lobby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We almost got a full lobby, folks. Pineapples, pineapples, pineapples. $2 mini. Let's see all you sharp drafters in here. We'll talk ball. Now, I will say, I have not gotten the 101 once yet. BTJ was a bad run out. Man, like the moment he took that hellacious shot in preseason football, I should have known it was chalked. Not just for him, but like right after that, you know, Xavier Worthy got absolutely killed and demolished by his own teammate in the first series. And you know, Matthew Golden, just I don't know, man. I'm still investing in all of those guys, and I'm grateful that all those guys have fallen significantly in ADP. But yeah, it was painful. It was painful. I'm gonna have a bag of BTJ actually buying some worthy at his price too. What about Golden? Because I think Golden's price, like all of their price points, is perfect. It's perfect. You know what I mean? Can't be wrong twice in a row, 2 years in a row. It's not possible, right? I'm investing in all of those guys once again, but I'm not going to go 30% exposure. Kenneth Walker, somebody who killed me last year. And like, I think what was more painful than him killing me last year was the fact that he did everything I thought he would in the playoffs, and he did it against my New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, the game that mattered the most. So Kenneth Walker really hurt me, and I'm not investing in any Kenneth Walker this year at his current ADP. He's a late round one, mid round two pick. Don't want nothing to do with him. Not a damn thing. Not at this ADP. If it's dynasty, I'm selling right now. I'm selling right now. Just because he hurt me. Honestly, I'm bitter. That's all it is. Smashing Golden. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, absolutely. Golden's a great value, especially with Romeo Dobbs out of the picture, Dontavian Wicks out of the picture. I think the one person who's an intriguing prospect there, somebody who like not a lot of people are drafting, is Savion. I think Savion Williams. There's a lot of upside with him, especially with all the vacancies. We know that Tucker Craft is going to be slow to come back. We know that Josh Jacobs is a lot older, and we know that Marshawn Lord can't stay healthy. Savion Williams could have a clear path as a round 20 flyer, and I'm going to get my exposure to him when I'm investing in the Green Bay Packers. Shout out to Best Ball Jonesy, my Wisconsin native. You know what I mean? When he gets in here, we start talking about round 20 players. This will be only my third draft this year. I've cut way back this year so far. You and me both. Still trying to wrap my head around some of these ADPs. It's pretty wild. Agree. Oh, what's up? Good to see you, Billy. Shout out to my guy Billy. Can't control life. Billy, did you see the new intro? Not a mock draft, by the way. I repeat. All right. May 7th, right? May 7th was your birthday. You have the same birthday as my dog. Chris Brooks is free. Chris Brooks is free, but so is Savion. Have you seen anybody take Savion in any of these drafts? I wonder how many of these you've done. Yes, it was sweet. It's my birthday. Okay, we got to make this a little bit smaller, and we got to shout out everybody in Disco Ball Nation in here. Be More for Life. Why does that name sound familiar? Be More for Life. Who is he? Anybody know who he is? Oh, I got the 101. Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes, please. Not only is he one of the most talented players in football, but he also has the most advantageous schedule in football for a running back, even down to the wire. So give me as much Jahmyr Gibbs and Isaiah Pacheco as humanly possible this year. I'm very in on both of those guys. I like the Detroit Lions a lot this year. I hated them last year, but this year they only have 5 outdoor games. Majority of their games down the stretch are indoors. And we know what Jared Goff and co do when they are playing indoors. It's an absolutely phenomenal thing. So I'm investing in the Detroit Lions again, especially Sam Laporta. But yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, that's my 101. Like typically it's supposed to be a wide receiver. I don't care. But let's shout out everybody in Disco Ball Nation that's in here. Yours truly at the 101. Big Country seems familiar. DB Betts, that guy's definitely familiar. We know him. He's at the 103. Uh, don't know JT Gator. Ralph Wiggums, that's our guy Jonathan Coe at the 105. Don't know Crip 73, Rod Woodson. Be More for Life sounds super familiar. JLY Not, don't know that one. Broncos. Jonesy at the 111. Terry Rice at the 112. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 disco balls in here. 6 disco balls in a mini. See, like I'm okay getting sniped in a mini. I'm okay not getting Savion drafted 10 times so far on the $2 mini. Like in general, or like on your teams? Because I'm sure you're using your Spike Week tools. I'd be very curious. I think Savion is a very, very good round 20 pick. Not a mock draft, by the way. Real money draft with real money implications. So DB Betts goes Jamar Chase. Ralph Wiggums goes JSN. Can't knock that one. Jonesy goes HN. Terry Rice goes James Cook, Saquon Barkley. All teams 10 times. Wild. Wild. Well, there we have it. We discovered this together, guys. Invest, 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 invest. Should be good. Jonesy with the K9 pick after we said we're not investing. Jonesy's just like, that's just a big F you to me. I mean, hey, it's your life. Do what you want. That's what I was. God, I've been trying to find this the last 2 streams. There it is. I still feel like my screen's cut off down here. Does it look like my screen's cut off? Let's see what happens if I refresh. Yeah, still cut off. So weird. It didn't used to do that, did it? There goes Nico Collins, somebody who I am kind of interested in. This is my first pick at the 101. I'm very excited. I love Walker. I've been in on him every year, and on Casey, it's a no-brainer for me. It makes sense. I mean, I remember once upon a time you loved Malik Neighbor. A lot of people don't want him. I'm here for it. Take Trey McBride here. I got 0 McBride, so attacking the ones right now. I like this start. Jahmyr Gibbs, Malik Neighbors, Trey McBride. Obviously, people are worried about the Malik Neighbors injury. I think he's going to be healthy. I think he's going to be ready. And I'm trying to get some thumbnail correlation for once. If you guys know, you know. LV Raider 92 says it's better, was cut off more before refreshed. It still seems weird. LV Raider 92, is that who I think it is? Is that my guy? Got to take Neighbors 301 for the screenshot equity. It's got to be the screenshot equity, right? Just for the fact that he's falling. Is that why? I mean, even before the news broke of the second surgery on his just to patch up his knee there, I was still investing in him. I mean, I still think he's a tremendous value. And I think of all years going not with a wide receiver in round one, this is the best ADP has looked for you not to do that, because Marvin Harrison Jr. is at a tremendous discount. I mean, you look at guys like Cortland Sutton, fantastic discount. Brian Thomas Jr., great discount. Like the wide receiver, like, look, Garrett Wilson's still available. I'm not a Garrett Wilson truther. I'm not a fan, but I wasn't a fan of Garrett Wilson going off the board in round 2. At this value, it's great. He's going middle 3 sometimes, auto click. Really? Really? It's good to know. It's good to know. Like, and yeah, I mean, like, shit. His upside, you want to draft for upside in this contest. His upside is, we know what it is. Yes, he's coming off of an injury, but as I said, like, as your first wide receiver, it's a no-brainer. Now we don't need a third tight end, because we know that we got one of the best tight ends. What week is there by? Week 14? Week 14. Heard. No, I'm new around here. Love ball. Subscribe and hit the like button. I appreciate you. You should get into one of these drafts with us. Sign up on Drafters Fantasy using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit from $25 to $100. It's a $2 contest. You get to max out with 150. So say you put $100, you'll be able to join 100 drafts. You don't have to monitor it once. It's pretty freaking sweet. Not a mock draft. I repeat, not a mock draft. Let's just play the intro one more time to remind everybody that it's not a mock draft. It's a real money draft. Yeah. Come on, let's. Yeah, this ain't a mock draft. Let me make it clear. Real money on the table. This goes right here. Best ball royalty advice every week. Friendship Friday with the community we seek. Big draft energy. Let's get weird tonight. The race is popping. Somebody's winning tonight. La Porta, supporter. Real money implications. Disco in the building. Coast to coast. Across the nation. This is not a mock draft. I repeat, not a mock draft. This is real money, baby. Let's get weird.
Welcome to Big Draft Energy.
God, it's so good. I need to not abuse it like I did yesterday. Yesterday was really fun to just abuse it. Take Mooney and or Fields with Neighbors. What's your opinion on Sleep this year? That's because, like, I think Mooney and or Fields are no-brainers. Slayton's somebody who I find intriguing, because I also feel like there's not going to be a lot of exposure to him in general. All right. Bucky Irving seems like an automatic click for me. It might be dangerous. So we went Bucky Irving and we went with Trayvon Henderson. So we're going to push running back for the next little bit. We're going to running back. We're going to attack wide receiver really hard. And we're going to try to get some correlation as well. So far, I'm liking this draft a lot. It's different than what I typically do. We got Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving, Trayvon Henderson, Malik Neighbors, Trey McBride. Hell yeah. That feels good. No bye week conundrum either. I was going to say it feels weak and weird, great, and then I thought the bye week conundrum would hit me. Our guy DB Betts goes Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, Terry McLaurin, Jalen Waddle, Brock Bowers, strong. Ralph's goes Brees Hall, Scam Scatabo. See, I'm like at this value, I might as well just invest in Tyrone Tracy because Scadabo's injury concerns me. Obviously, it happened earlier in the season than Quinshon Judkins, but I don't want anything to do with both of those guys. I feel like Dylan Sampson and Tyrone Tracy, they're fantastic values. Your receiving core is sick. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Rasheed Rice, Christian Watson, I feel like might be slightly overrated right now, and we're drafting him because of what he did down the stretch last year. I'm not going to forget the amount of times we paid up for Christian Watson and bit us in the ass. So I'm not going to get much of him, if any, at all at this ADP. Jonesy goes HN K9 Kyron Burden. You in on Burden, Jonesy? Talk to me. Terry Rice goes James Cook, Saquon, Zay, and Ladd. Let's see what he does here around the bend. And he got Marvin Harrison Jr. Not bad. Not bad. We're going to key up some fellers. What are you guys doing with Michael Wilson? I'm also not drafting him at this ADP. I can't rationalize it. It's such a weird draft because there's no wide receiver value right now. Next to none. But hopefully, everybody starts attacking the I was muted. How long was I muted for? Generally, how long was I muted for? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Terry Rice took Brian Thomas Jr. Fuck you. How long was I muted for? All right. 90 seconds? That's wild. Yeah, like I'm just ignoring DK Metcalf. I want nothing to do with him. Am I still muted? We're good. What's up, boss? Says Colby Dunlop. What's up, Colby? Good to see you. 90 seconds? That's crazy. Nobody in the chat said anything. Nobody in the chat. You know what? Shout out to you. Name no one cares about. I care about your name because you actually let me know that I was muted. That's wild. 1 minute at the most, 90 seconds, 30 seconds. Which one was it? I haven't heard you since you started the stream. Shut up, by you. Shut up, by you. 2 minutes, maybe. Damn. You guys are fucking with me, right? LOL says Bayou Bagel. That's crazy. Shouldn't Myers and BTJ ADP be flipped, or people basing it off of ceiling only? People are basing it off of last year. That's why Parker Washington is going ahead of both of them. So, I mean, people are basing it based off of what happened last year and last year alone. Obviously, nobody can really tell the future, but some things are hard to repeat. Parker Washington's not one of those values I anticipate to repeat. Yes, what he did last season down the stretch was phenomenal. We're not going to take away from that. It's impossible to take away from that. But we're also not going to overreact and take away from our drafts and our investment by drafting him there. He's in Dynasty. Sell now. Sell whatever you can get him for. Get rid of him. I mean, get out of my head, Colby. He says, "Do you think Parker Washington is a sell in Dynasty, or do you think he can hold value?" I'm saying sell now. Sell now. Absolutely. I think his value is not going to get any higher than it currently is, respectfully. Oh, that's too small. I guess we're gonna go back with this one. Yeah, Colby, I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times in the past. Sorry, LOL. I was in your head. Are you Canadian? Why are you apologizing? Don't apologize to me, sir. You did nothing wrong. All right, week 10 looks like it's going to be a tough one so far, but we are setting up a few stacks and some correlation nation situations. We'll just see if we get sniped on the way back. I think that's the one painful thing about the bend. Scary place. I am Canadian. Oh, you're in my yeah, you're in my dynasty startup. I know exactly who you are now. One of the nicest guys, I'll tell you. Good fella. You were in Ottawa last week? What were you doing here? I was in Toronto last week. What were you doing here? I hear 30 seconds. It's a very long time. That's a good one. That's a good one. You got like 16 kids. I work for Air. Oh, you were training? Yeah, I was literally on a plane from Toronto to, yeah, it was like a 45-minute plane ride. All right, time to flip out because I feel like we're going to get sniped here. I feel like the snipe is coming. I'm just getting ready for it. Muted again. I was. What was the last thing you guys heard me say? Why am I continuously getting muted? That's wild. Fuck you, big country, you fucking cunt. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a fucking rat. What a fucking wasteful human being. Muted again. God bless. And okay, I see you. 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 Am I like hitting the mic? Is that what's happening? I don't even know. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got a lot of people laughing. Last thing we talked about was Air Canada. Yeah, no, I was in Toronto. I was literally from Terry Rice's 85th pick. I was just asking everybody not to snipe me, and then this big country, CUNTRY, big country fucker, see you next Tuesday kind of country. You know what I mean? The see you next Tuesday kind. Fuck that guy. I'm about to drive home and get ready for my drive time. I'll pull you back up if you're still alive when I get home, broski. Be safe. I think you grazed when you scratched your beard. So weird. Um, I think your beard is hitting it. Get out of town. No way. Because like I put the mic on a stand today, right? Just because it's a little bit better this way. I flew in. I flew from Halifax to Ottawa last Tuesday. Your spraying is really pulling through. God bless. Yeah, I think we left last Thursday, and we flew back on Saturday. So we definitely weren't in the same city at the same time, unfortunately. How the fuck's your spraying is really pulling through? Shout out to Colby and the Cattle Dogs. That's my wife. Those are my dogs. Oh, if you guys have not subscribed to Colby and the Cattle Dogs, they're doing better than most of your favorite YouTubers right now. My puppies, their YouTube channel is great. Take a moment, look at the journey of my puppies. They're killing the game. Bronco sniping me on love. Must hurt. Love hurts. I got love hurts last night. That was good. That was good. I had a little bit of correlation there too. I'm sure I'll be back in Ottawa at some point, and hopefully, if I'm here, man, we'll get together and we get to meet. The golden pick hurts. The golden pick really hurts. So yeah, we're. I don't even know why I took Josh Downs. Realistically, I don't know why I took Josh Downs. That was a panic pick for me. Wandell would have been better. Pittman would have been better. Golden would have been. I hate Downs this year, so shame on me for doing that. So this is looking like a 3 QB build. Bonix is gone. Yep. C'est la vie. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? Is Jameis Winston still the backup? Do we take Jameis Winston in round 20 here? Baker Mayfield's gone. Like, what the hell is going on with this draft? I'm not going to draft an unstacked Tyler Shuck. This is going to, we are getting super weird here. Where the, I feel like I need to do it, but I don't want to. Fine. I mean, there's some backstack options, especially with tight ends, but I already have a good tight end. So I'm not excited about Shuck this season. I mean, sue me. I like what he did last year, but I also didn't foresee that happening. Where are you guys at with Shuck? I'm not excited about Shuck. My quarterback room is going to be the death of me. This team's sick though. Everything else is sick. Gibbs, Bucky, Henderson, Neighbors, Sutton, Godwin, Addison, Downs. That pick sucked. Xavier Worthy, Trey McBride, Tyler Shuck. Damn, I definitely missed the run on quarterbacks. I was doing so good until this big country guy. See you next Tuesday, guy. Until he sniped me, man. I was doing so good. Texans engineer says I got offered T. Higgins, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Monty for my neighbors, and Walker. Do I take it? T. Higgins, JSN, Monty. Yes, you do take it. You do take it. I'm definitely taking that. And then I'm going to try to flip Monty and T. Higgins for another running back. I think with Monty and T. Higgins, especially when you hit a sell high window in season, you'll be able to flip those guys for way more. So yes, do it. Not a mock draft. I'm literally just saying that all the time now, constantly. Not a mock draft. The Sims probably told him to take the ADP value on Dart, the new meta. Imagine that happened in a main though. Like I'm flipping out on a $2 investment. Imagine if it happened in the main. It happened to me every time last year. Like all the time last year. Texans engineer, you're very welcome. Let me know what you do. Let me know what you do. I would love to hear it. I think you can even flip, T. Higgins and David Montgomery after you make that trade and get those guys for a guy like Bucky Irving, who's being significantly undervalued right now. I like Bucky. I like Bucky a lot. Who's the guy that I took Shuck from? The guy who had Olave at least. Where did Olave go? Right here. Baker Mayfield and Malik Willis is wild quarterback room. I got Bucky. I was shocked when he was there in later rounds. Laughed my ass off. I mean, like if Bucky doesn't pay off this value, shame on him. Realistically speaking, like, all right, well, there's a bye week conundrum there, so we're gonna get a miniature stack here with Sam Darnold and with our guy Rashid Shaheed. I like Cam Ward, but if I don't have Tate, I kind of don't want to stack Cam Ward, even though Calvin Ridley, like backstacking Cam Ward is brilliant, right? Because, I mean, you still have Alec Manor, you still have Chamari DK, you still have Calvin Ridley. You have so many options that you could backstack them with. But an easy stack, Sam Darnold and Rashid Shaheed, a couple spikes from them at the very least. Trey McBride's week 14. Okay. I do think I need one more quarterback in this build. Algier, Samson. Yep. Okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I do like this draft, but it would have been much better if I would have gotten Jackson Dart. Just for the thumbnail correlation. But our wide receiver room for pushing the position looks pretty solid. I'm happy with it. Malik Neighbors, Sutton, Chris Godwin, Jordan Addison, Josh Downs, Xavier Worthy, Rashid Shaheed. It's a good team. It's a good team. It really comes down to my quarterbacks because we're set at tight end. We are A-OK at tight end. Wonder if Huhames has done his stream yet. Anybody know if who's done? Nope. Still going. I was going to ask Huhames to hop on my show, but this guy's been just drafting all the time. Good for him. Good for him. Two Mules, good to see you, buddy. Two Mules on a cot. I hope you're having a great day, buddy. Would love to get you in one of these minis, my friend. Love to see you in here. Just drinking regular water, not even the vitamin stuff. All right, Algier's not going to fall back to me. That's painful because I'm really invested in Tyler Algier this year. Rodgers gone. I don't want Jacoby Brissett. I'd probably get Carson back as my third quarterback, realistically speaking. You see two mules all the time in the $2 mini? Yeah, that's because you've done 70 of these. 56 to be correct. Terry Rice and I have the same amount. That's wild. You doing another one? I'll jump in. Yeah, why not? I'm down. If you guys don't want to look at rosters at the end, we'll do a second one. Because like the rosters is what takes a big chunk of time out of it. But if you guys want to do two, I'll do two. Let's see if I can create a new poll. All right. All right. There we go. Tron and Charbonnet. Hell yeah. A little more correlation with the Seahawks. Seahawks is one of the best teams to backstack, and it's wild that you could still backstack them. There we are. I thought I'd close everything. All right. So vote up. Vote up. We'll see what the votes get, and we'll go from there. If you guys could take a moment to smash a like, I'd really appreciate that. This, I mean, other than getting sniped, I really love this team. This is a really good draft. I hate that I'm patting myself on the back. I want the chat to do that. But this is a good draft. And like, yes, my wide receivers could be a nothing burger or all ceiling squad, but I like riding with the all ceiling squads. This is all ceiling, no floor. Let's get weird. I'll just ping Huhames one time, see when he's ready. When I was a young warthog. Okay. Where are the votes at? 5 votes, 100%. Let's go. That's great. What are the likes at? 12 likes? I thought you guys fucked with me. What the hell? 20 people watching. Let's smash a like, please. I'd appreciate that so much. Costs you nothing and it means the world to me. I'm really trying not to curse, and I'm cursing like a freaking sailor. I apologize. What is going on here? This thing is broken. That's busted. That's done. So what we'll do is we'll close this screen down. We'll see what the next $2 mini is at. So I'm going to queue up for the next $2 mini. Room for 8 more. So hopefully by the time this one's done, we'll be able to start the other one. Okay? Number 11, like. Hey, Disco, Fantasy Dog, I appreciate you so much for the kind words you said yesterday after the stream, brother. Thank you. How's your day going, Fantasy Dog? Hopefully it's going well. Fantasy Dog, celebrating 6 months of friendship and fantasy football. Let's pull the draft back up here so you guys don't have to look at my ugly mug. Mike still working? Mike is still working. Let's go. Yes, sir. 6 months. 6 months. That's a long time, Fantasy Dog, and that's a cute pupper in the profile picture. I appreciate you, brother. All right. Cooper Cup. Some more correlation nation at the back end there. I don't hate that. Malik Washington. Gosh, this is a tough decision. I'm going to go Braylon. I think we're done at running back. And he gifted a membership. Who'd you gift the membership to? Jose Goated PR. Got a gift from Fantasy Dog. Appreciate you, Fantasy Dog. You're one of the good ones, man. Two Mules says he's in. Two Mules is in the next draft. Fantasy Dog, come join us in a mini. Gentlemen, happy Monday. Happy Monday, Mr. Wilson. It's so nice that today's a Canadian holiday. I love that today's a Canadian holiday. I haven't had a day off in like 2 months. Pretty wild. So what would you guys do here? Obviously, we need another tight end. But we should also address one more quarterback. If Geno falls to us, we kind of have no choice. I think Tua is also a decent idea, but we would have 2 Week 11 bye quarterbacks, which is borderline redundant. I think the right answer is Beck. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Because, I mean, even though it's just, OTAs and whatever, that boy's slinging that rock, and he looks good. Jacoby Brissett, there's 32 teams in the NFL. I think the only team that would ever, acknowledge a holdout from Jacoby Brissett is that team, the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, our other draft started. All right, Quill for life. That's DJ Quill, right? That's DJ Quill. Ralph Wiggums is with us. Two Mules is with us. Big Country's there again. We're missing other people, but that's okay. So I'll probably be back to streaming on Wednesday or Thursday. We're not going to do 5 days a week anymore. Sean Wilson says, I think Casey uses Fields often for gadget plays. Last round flyer. I mean, I'd rather not. Like, if I wanted a gadget guy, I would go with Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? And you have the upside of a pick 6. Auto picked Watson. Oh my God! At least it's a mini. There you go. Like, we're messing up and we're not freaking out about it. We're getting sniped and we're not freaking out about it. It's good. We've turned a new leaf, guys. Do we think Tonjes has any standalone value? Evan Ingram's interesting. If Evan Ingram does anything this year, his value is going to be one of those ones. You know what I mean? All right, we'll take Carson back. Yes, we took Carson back over Geno Smith. We told you guys he was just a guy. We get to snipe each other, Disco. I'm on the clock already. God bless. We'll start with CD Lamb. I didn't even realize I was on the clock. One of the good ones. Actually, I'm slightly burnt. No, you're one of the great ones. How about that? You stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Fantasy Dog. DJ Quill says, got the one-on-one. Atta B, DJ Quill. Atta B. Do you guys think I abused the intro too much yesterday? I feel like I abused it a little bit too much yesterday. Well, I guess we'll take a shot on Delp. Oh, Fant might actually be a decent. Nope, Taysom Hill. That's what we're doing. Okay. I just can't stop drafting O'Marion Hampton. I apologize, but I'm not apologizing. Fantasy Dog says intro's fire. You're fire, Fantasy Dog. You're fire. Ooh. So I think Bayou Bengals going live at 8 p.m. Is that right, Bayou? Bayou will be going live shortly. So if we're still on, we'll try to give him a raid, even though he doesn't have his raid set up. We'll still raid that guy. I need to know, chat, who is one guy that you guys are absolutely salivating, one rookie that you guys are absolutely salivating over. And we can't talk about like the Titans or the Cardinal Tates or the Lemons or the Love. I want to know your sleeper. I want to know what chat's sleeper is. Obviously, mine is Zachariah Branch. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, but I want to know what you guys are rocking with. Who'd you guys take, Taysom Hill or Noah Fant as your round 20 flyer? Hurst, Ted Hurst. Interesting. I'm not there with you guys on Ted Hurst. I know a lot of people like him. I mean, I like his athleticism profile, but just not one of those guys that moves the needle for me. I mean, it's a very crowded wide receiver room, so he would need a lot in order to get involved. I mean, even though McMillan almost died last year and Chris Godwin almost dies every single year, it's still not good enough for me, realistically. Bloody Bones. Shout out to my guy, Big Boner Energy. He says, I need lemon on my team named Lemon Patty. You want you okay? Okay. That reference, I don't think I know it. It may have gone over my head. Okay. Okay. We're almost done this team. Chris Bell. Yeah, love Chris Bell. Can't get enough Chris Bell. I mean, if Chris Bell didn't get hurt, he would have been one of the highest rated wide receiver rookie prospects we had this year. So Dolphins got a heck of a player at a tremendous discount. All right. Tyler Shuck, Sam Darnold, Carson Beck, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving, Travion Henderson, Katron, Zach Charbonnet, Braylon Allen. I like my running back room. Quarterback room sucks. Malik Neighbors. I'm on the clock on the other draft. Hold on. Can we get it in time? We'll take Devonta Smith here. Malik Neighbors, Cortland Sutton, Chris Godwin, Jordan Addison, Josh Downs, Xavier Worthy, Rashid Shaheed, Cooper Kupp. So we got a little bit of correlation there at least. Trey McBride, Evan Ingram. Didn't need Taysom Hill, but I mean, why the hell not? Googie, Lemon Party. Maybe don't. Maybe don't what? Maybe don't what? Talking about Willis. All right, if I could get a Buka here, I'll be very happy. AJ Brown will be a New England Patriots 2 weeks from today? Question mark. I mean, I don't like him. But he'll be an upgrade. Basketball Jonesy says, Deuces Disco, good talking and drafting with you. I hope I will stop in again one of these days. One of these days, I would love to have you on the show again, buddy. I would love to have you on the show again. It's been a slice. You take care, Jonesy. This reminds me of like the good old days when the stream first started, where all we did was minis together. The good old days. I will do mains, but it'll be impromptu streams. I promise you. I'm done donating. I love drafters, but I don't love donating to drafters, if that makes sense. You guys get it. This team's good so far. Hampton, Lamb, Smith, T. Higgins. Don't have a lot of T. Higgins. Figured I'd sprinkle in some T. Higgins there. Rothgo's, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brock Bowers. Travis Etienne is not somebody I'm into this year. Ralph. Josh Allen, can't do it. Anybody here from Sleaze? Try to give that jackass a call. He's probably asleep. I think he was in the emergency all night with his mom. Where's Sleaze? Nope. Tumio says all my teams look great after first 4 rounds. Hell yeah. I like what I did with the last draft. I just wish that I didn't get sniped on Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart would have made that team an A++. I think that team's a B-. It's where I'm willing to click him. Ah, man. I just feel like for what he does great, we want the pass catching upside. And I think the only thing that would give him that pass catching upside is if Alvin Kamara decides to retire or gets traded elsewhere. And I don't foresee that happening. So in a passing situation where I don't anticipate Kellen Moore's ever going to want to feed the running backs in the air, a running back who isn't the best pass catching running back on his team, it's tough to get to. It's tough to like. I understand it. Josh Allen 42 is a fantastic value. I like that you're attacking the onesies. I usually do that at the bend there, but you're doing a hell of a job here. There goes Travion. Just get it over with. Rip off the Band-Aid. Yep. I know you too well, sir. Hashtag Henderson. Oh, this is painful. I'm not on the hype train of Jadarius Price. I'm not there with 99% of the people here. My running back room. Last draft, my running back room was phenomenal. This draft, we are hurting. And I'm not just going to take guys for the sake of taking guys. Yeah, Josh Allen at 42 is pretty ridiculous value. Not going to lie. I love that guy, Sleaze. That's right. I said it. Who doesn't? Sleaze is a great guy. Fantastic dude. I hope he starts his streams up again. He's been doing a lot of like the cards, the trading cards things. Like that's cool. Oh dear God. I mean, yeah, I got 2 guys with week 7. Whatever. We're gonna have to attack running back and probably push all the other positions right now. Sucks. In regards to Etienne, I like Saints offense as a whole and plan to build out the Saints from there. I respect that. I just know that Kellen Moore does not feed his running backs in the passing game. And in a PPR contest, it's tough to like him. What's that guy's name? Dejon Stribling. I like him. He's literally like a rookie version of Jawan Jennings. He's the same guy. He's a good blocker too. I don't hate that pick. I really don't. I think if you're invested in Mike Evans, especially in this contest, you might as well get some striving in there as well because we know Evans is going to miss time. Tyson at 59. Yet I mean, hey, you're working your Saints stack. I have 0 Saints stacks. I don't think I have a single Saints picked in any of these drafts. Maybe Kamara. Maybe Kamara. Oh, I just took Shuck and fucking. We're not cursing, Disco. I just took Shuck and Taysom. Cool name. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any rookies this year where you could get in trouble pronouncing their last names. We've had that situation happen a couple times the last couple rookie classes, like Jackson Smith and Jigba. That name almost got me in trouble a couple of times. And like I swear it wasn't intentional, but it was very close. There was a couple of guys last year that was just like very close as well. But uh, I'm not high on this rookie class. Other than Jeremiah Love, Tate, and Zachariah Branch, I don't care for this rookie class. Like Stowers is all right. Sadiq, I would have loved anywhere but the New York Jets. That's like it's shameful what the New York Jets do to talent. It's literally where talent goes to die. Yes, there's New York Jets shade. Go Pats. I think the Jets are going to be a little bit better than a lot of people anticipate. Their offense is very close to stacked. They're missing a quarterback, but Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, it's a nice 1-2 combo at the running back position. Should Braylon Allen be healthy? You got Garrett Wilson, you got Cooper, you got Mason Taylor, you got Sadiq. That's a nice team, and their offensive line improved on paper. If they fuck this up this year, then they're just damned. Don't do it to me. They're going to do it to me for sure. For sure. Here goes RJ Harvey. Come on. Come on. Don't do it, behave. Don't do it, behave. You have enough running backs, sir. Don't do it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. RJ Harvey. All right. All right. We're just going with year 2 running backs. Year 2 running backs. That is what we're building out here. And that is what we're going to target the rest of this draft. Only year 2 running backs. As I queue up non-year 2 running backs. All right. Hopefully Dak falls back to us here. We'll see if 2 Mules allows it. I don't think he will. Big Country's just going to take a third quarterback for the sake of taking third quarterback. Big Country's an asshole. Quentin Johnson, good pick, dickhead. Quentin Johnson over Chris Godwin's egregious. Like, this guy just doesn't have a fucking clue. We're not cursing anymore. He has not a darn clue about what he's doing. All right. You like that, Billy? Billy, did you see the intro? You like it, bud? It's a good intro. Come on. I've never wanted Dak Prescott so bad in my entire life. Here we go. Here we go. We got Dak. Okay. A little correlation nation going on here. This draft is going decently. I mean, week 7, I am screwed at running back. So I need to still attack the running back position. I think I could hold off on wide receivers for a little bit. Our big 4 are really good. Just need to hopefully get some values falling to me. But it's tough in a sharp lobby like this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 disco balls. DJ Quill's building a monster at the front end of the draft. Not having to worry about anybody. Jalen Hurts, Bijan Robinson, DeAndre Swift. See, DeAndre Swift's not somebody I can really get behind. Nico Collins, George Pickens, Jalen Waddle, Mekhi Lemon. I love the correlation for Mekhi Lemon and Jalen Hurts there. Yesterday, I double stacked Jalen Hurts with Dallas Goedert and Eli Stowers. It felt good. Felt good. Now Dart's going to be available. Who Hames? What's up, buddy? Did you want to hop on or did you need to eat? I would love to have you on, Who Hames. I know you're probably pooched from all the streaming. I'll send you the invite anyways. You'll jump on in 3 to 5. Feel free to eat on my stream. I don't care. I just miss you. I haven't talked ball with you in forever. You were the one guy I could rely on every freaking weekend on our Saturday show to help people get to the promised land. I don't think we ever hit a big ticket together, but we came close. Shout out to Who Ames, guys. If you guys are not subscribed to Who Ames, please fix your life. This guy's averaging like 50 viewers per stream. He is quickly becoming a best ball legend in these streets. You guys need to go subscribe and support him. He's good people's. All right, your guy, my guy, common un guy. Looks like we're getting him. Please don't snipe me. Who do you want? You want Bo Nix? Is that what you're looking at? You need a quarterback? I'm really trying to figure out what you need so I don't do that to you. Who Hames is flat out awesome? Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the original supporters of the Porters. No, I think I met him year two with Bayou Bengal. Oh, he wants Jordan Love. Yeah, I'm not going to take Jordan Love from you, buddy. That's all you. But I would take him here if I was you. There you go. Love. Figured. Yeah. Love the intro. Appreciate you, Billy. You know, I made it myself. I made that intro myself. Him, the guy. I'm still bitter about that Jackson Dart snipe last draft. Imagine if it wasn't a $2. I'd be losing my shit. Shout out to everybody who's come on over. If you guys haven't liked the video, please do so. Helps the YouTube algorithm pick us up. If you're one of the 47 people watching us on X, thank you for supporting the dream and the content. Let's take that to the next level and head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Smash a like, subscribe. Would mean the world. It's free, costs you nothing. It means the world to me. All right. Are you going to take Golden here just to keep the Green Bay Packers thing going? Two mules. If I was you, man, I would take Savion Williams in round 20. Not a lot of people have exposure to him. We established that earlier in the stream. And with, Dobbs being gone, with Wicks being gone, and with Kraft being injured, he's going to give you a lot of value down the stretch. I mean, shit, an unstacked Bo Nix right now. There's so much work I could do on the back end of the draft here with him. So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Kenny Gainwell's not somebody I want to invest in right now. Ooh, new prospect alert. Hell yeah. Anybody in car sales here? I'm new to car sales. I'm doing really good at it. But anybody in car sales here? Fucker, he already got. God, he's so fast. Like, we just got the lead. And he's already accepted it. There's got to be a way to get the lead, accept the lead faster. I think that guy just stays plugged into his computer all day. Hey. Watch your mouth, two mules. Watch your mouth, two mules. You're going to eat your words, buddy. You're going to eat your words. I promise you're going to eat your words. You watch your mouth when you speak about Matthew Golden. We saw glimpses of what he's capable of in the playoffs, man. Imagine if they just fed him a little bit more and gave him a little bit more opportunity where it wasn't just a deep ball. We'd be talking about a league winner. I'm invested in Matthew Golden at this price. And shout out to Be More for Life. It's Golden, Worthy, going back to back. We did pay up significantly for him and Xavier Worthy and Brian Thomas Jr. last year, but at this price point, it's a fantastic risk. Who Crew, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? How we doing?
Thank you for bringing in the Who Crew. Who was the gentleman you had on your show earlier today?
That was Rick Aduzel. He's on the So You Think You Can Tell panel. He's newer to the content game, but he's been around for a while. I'm in a couple dynasty leagues with him.
All right, so what the hell is So You Think You Can Tell?
It's Peter Overzet is doing like a reality TV show for best ball to find somebody to host a show for him, basically.
Who's Peter? Peter who?
Overzet. He's like what, like, Pat Carrane and Davis Maddock, all those guys. He's the guy. Like, he's one of their, like, he's the one that, like, whenever he brings somebody on, that guy basically wins. Like Liam Murphy, who won the Best Ball Mania, he had him on, and then like that year he won. Sam Sherman won. Like, he's in his influence, and so is Pat Carrane. So 3 of his buddies have won Best Ball Mania.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild.
This is what, like a BBM specific kind of deal?
He's fully partnered with Underdog, but
there, that makes sense. I was right about him last year. 0 so far this year, and I'm Packers fan since '67. Where are you at with Golden this year?
I take him around. Like I'm probably gonna have like 9%. Like I'll be slightly ahead of the field. I don't want to be down on them. I think that I think the Packers are going to pass the ball more this year.
I think you're right.
That's my gut. I really, really like the Jaden Reed price.
Yeah, honestly, sorry. Isaiah Pacheco, somebody who I can't stop drafting. If I don't get Gibbs, I'm getting Pacheco as much as humanly possible. Today, I convinced myself that if I'm building any correlation with the Green Bay Packers, Savion Williams in round 20 is like.
I think Savion is a super fun late click. I'm not doing it too often, but I did it a couple times in pre-draft in these time box contests. Like if you're doing a mini or whatever, I think mixing them in now feels fine. I also think that if you're doing the $15 main, like he's not going to be more than an 18th round pick ever, like even with great news. So like he's a high chance to be a 0. But like if we get news that they're working him in, especially with the RB2 stuff that we don't know about, like because he could do that stuff too. Like I think that he's a really solid pick later in the offseason.
Well, we established earlier in the stream during our first draft that there's only 10 people who have drafted Savion Williams in these tournaments so far. Only 10 people have drafted him.
Have I yet?
I haven't yet, but like considering him, Caleb Johnson, they might be fun picks in round 20, round 19, round 20.
In the post-draft stuff, I assume, specifically?
Like in the mini and the main so far on drafters.
Yeah, let's
Meg calls him the Ryan Seacrest of basketball. You know what? I will never be called the Ryan Seacrest of basketball. I just don't have that look. What about you, Who? You think you'll ever be called the Ryan Seacrest of basketball?
I might be called like the Paul Bunyan or something. Like I think I have been actually.
I love that. What's up, No Cap Matt? Good to see you, buddy. Sorry I'm late, boys. What did I miss? You missed me getting sniped on Jackson Dart. The guy had Dak Prescott and then took Jackson Dart for no freaking reason. I was building Giants correlation, and it kind of ruined my mood. So we did a second draft, and my running back room is hurting right now.
I've taken Savion Williams 6 times out of 200 drafters drafts.
Nice. That's in the earlies or now?
That's all of them. I'm gonna separate them out and see.
Okay. All right. Quinshon Judkins, are you in on him this year or are you out?
I'm kind of in on him. I'm in on him when his price adjusts to where I think it needs to be. Like I'm not scared about the injury. I like DeAndre Swift a lot. Like I think DeAndre Swift needs to be ahead of like Judkins and kind of even Bucky Irving.
Yeah. So like Quinshon Judkins, I think, is better for the other side, especially because he has a pretty decent playoff schedule, and he should be almost 100% and ready to go down the stretch. But for season-long site, I can't really get behind that pick, especially where he's currently valued.
I don't know. I think that like it depends on what you're doing because a lot of I mean, some of the best picks for this site last year were some of the guys who took off late in the season. And I don't really think that. So the 5th round feels like the end of the. I'm getting a guy who super is going to matter, like a building block piece, right? Like it feels like when you get to round 6, if you're not taking a quarterback, you're kind of getting hopeful plays.
Yep.
Like Brian Thomas Jr. is a hopeful play. Like I guess Tyler Warren is just he's going to be a good pick, but that's a 6th round tight end. He's a 6th round tight end, right? Like he has to pay off. So, but yeah, I do. I think even if he starts slow, like for 3 to 4 weeks, it doesn't matter if he's getting 15 points a game down the stretch, like down in the last 9 games.
I don't disagree with you.
So the problem is last year, I've looked this up multiple times. The Browns had 16 passing touchdowns and 10 rushing touchdowns. So you're into the offense that only had 26 touchdowns last year. They did slightly improve the offensive line, but the quarterback situation is no different. So let's say they get 30% better. Like they go to 33%, like 33
Well, I mean,
touchdowns on the
there's
year.
also a scheme change and leadership change, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think can also contribute a
It
lot.
can. It can.
I just feel like the biggest thing that you could do in a new regime, in a new culture, is start somebody like Deshaun Watson at quarterback. You know, like if that's
Yeah.
your first executive decision, you kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really hope for Shadur's sake that that's the case. Now, did you guys discuss the Jacoby Brissett holdout right now for the Arizona Cardinals?
I mean, he's been in this holdout for like a month and a half, 2 months. Like,
Absolutely.
why?
This is news to me because, like, I'm I don't know if you know this, but like, I'm the biggest anti Jacoby Brissett guy this year so far. Like, I'm not drafting him at all. I'll take Carson back for free in round 20. Jacoby Brissett, I can't do it.
I haven't taken Brissett since the holdout stuff happened, and that was, I think it was like early April, whenever that came out, that he was going to hold out.
Gotcha. Let's catch up with the chat. Two Mules has 1 out of 10 Savions in the mini. No Cap says Fantasy Dog Savion has been drafted 20 times in the main. I love that we're getting all these actual stats. Favorite tight ends this year. What's up, Andre? Good to see you. Oh man, are we doing the tight end whispers thing already? Oh, who do I like? I mean, I don't like any of the tight ends at the top. Like I literally don't have a single tight end right now.
I like the one that I've been very heavy on is Colson Loveland.
Yeah.
Because I think that they're going to run their entire offense through him. And I'm like very out on Lethal Burden. I think Rome is fine, but I like the problem is that like I was just saying, that's the last spot where it feels like you're getting a comfortable player.
Yeah.
So like you have to give up that for a guy who I do think could be tied in 1 or 2 by the end of the season. Like I really do think that. But it's a heavy, like he has to hit because that range. I think that this year feels like it's kind of going to be decided from rounds 3, 4, and 5.
It in essence it does, but when you look at guys like Isaiah Likely, I'm more inclined to want to invest in Likely, especially because we saw that Jackson Dart does love to absolutely check it down.
Yeah.
I think there's a world where Isaiah Likely's ceiling is up there with a lot of the players. So he's somebody I'm more invested in. Am I going to make some wild proclamation that he's a top 10 tight end?
Yeah.
It would be nice. It's well within the range of outcomes, but where he's currently priced with what the target share looks like, I love that. I like Sam Laporta. Those are 2 guys I'm really invested in, especially where they're going. And Mark Andrews. Give me the discounted guys. Obviously, you know, you look at the Brock Bowers. Yes, he can give you that return on investment any given year. That's fine. Last year he didn't. This year he could because the offensive line's improved.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more rushing opportunity. He's going to have more time to – but like Trey McBride's another one of those situations where it's just too expensive. It's just way too expensive.
I mean – I think Loveland and McBride should be very close together, and Bauer should be up there by himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's like when I say I'm high on Loveland, I'm high on Loveland.
Well, no, I'm more shocked that you think Bauer should be by himself at the very top.
Not at all. Like he's going to get all the target share, kind of like not necessarily what JSN got, but he's going to be that in the Kubiak offense to some degree. And like McBride's going to have to deal with Brissett and all of those things that are going on over there, which like there's no way they're good this year, right? There's just no way.
If he does do it, it's going to have to come from the slot because like when we're talking schematically, and sure, Kubiak's a brilliant enough scheme guy to scheme open a tight end. But if you put in, I think Michael Mayer's their second best pass catcher this year, just based off of that roster. That roster is pathetic.
I like Trey Tucker, but like I like him. It doesn't make him like Michael Mayer like got such a raw deal. Like he really did.
I loved Michael Mayer as a prospect. Okay, we're done drafting running backs. Andrew, what the frick?
So
holy crap. What a team.
Let's talk about the Likely thing for a minute, because I'm kind of down on Likely, but it's not about him. I think that he basically is the same bet as all the tight ends that go around after him.
I don't think so. Who's the offensive coordinator?
Matt Nagy.
And historically, who has Matt Nagy put into fantasy football Hall of Fame territory when he's called plays?
I mean, so like Eric Bieniemy also did. Like
for sure. For
like,
sure. And I'm not taking away from Eric Bieniemy
well,
either. But like when he went to Chicago, who was one of the focal points of that offense?
Cole Kmet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
Yeah,
wherever Nagy goes, he always makes sure that there's a priority on the tight end. And we know for a fact that Harbaugh got his guy. And we've seen Jackson Dart do it. I'm not trying to tell you you're wrong.
I do agree. I think Chig Okonkwo is the real one. Like for me, if there's one tight end, it's Chig Okonkwo. Like,
are we doing the Chig thing again?
Absolutely. Like I've got 32% of him right now.
That's wild.
Because I think he needs to go where Likely does. And I'm going to keep pushing it until he goes there. Jaden Daniels was Zach Ertz 2 years ago, who was a shell of himself, was a smash.
Absolutely.
We think that he's not going to throw to tight ends again. I think he is. Like, and you're right on Jackson Dart doing that, and with Matt Nagy. But another thing about Matt Nagy, and this is interesting to think about. I was talking about it on my stream as well. Like, in 20-round drafts, I think Theo Johnson's still on the table because Matt Nagy has always used 2 tight end sets everywhere he's went as well. So, like, do I think that he's a great pick? No. Do I think he's undraftable? Absolutely not. I think one of those two is going to be a pretty solid pick. I do think that Theo Johnson doesn't really have an ability to block at all, which means that if they're in 2 tight end sets and one of them has to block, it's going to have to be Isaiah Likely because he's a better all-around tight end.
Who's the third tight end that got there? That's the blocking tight end, not Bellinger. He's gone.
He's the guy that you liked last year.
Yep. Yep.
I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
It was very Italian. It was a super Italian. It was a super Italian.
Thomas Fidone.
Thomas Fidone, the jabroni.
Okay. Honestly, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
If he didn't have all of his knee injuries, I think he would have been a little bit more useful. He killed it at the tight end university. Everybody was talking about him. I'd like to see him get involved. I might have like 1 or 2 shares. He's a taxi squad darling from last year. If you can, in my leagues where I can hold a 2-year taxi player, but I've kind of lost hope on
the one thing I know is that Jackson Dart, at least, we know that he likes Theo Johnson, but we also know that he's thrown touchdown passes to multiple tight ends in multiple games. So, like, that happened more than once last year. So and like that didn't stop Theo Johnson from putting up 15 points a couple times, right? Like, which would be the likely role this year, right?
This just makes me more into Likely. Like, you're not discouraging me from Isaiah Likely,
right? But like, I think that all that stuff being said, like all those same things are the Chig thing. Like, Chig got a ton of money. Like, he goes a round and a half later, like almost 2 rounds later. Like, it used to be 3 rounds later. Like I think that Likely is a much better pick today than he was a week ago.
You know what Chig reminds me of? Remember when like Jonnu Smith got a lot of money going to the New England Patriots, and we're like, it's a perfect scheme fit. It makes sense. Let's ride with it, and it just absolutely fell apart.
Yeah,
it was just like it's just a terrible fit. That's what Chig feels like to me. I feel like Chig is a trap, a constant trap. This is such a weird roster for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super weird roster. But I'm here for it. We're only going 6 wide receivers here. I should stop at 10 and go with a 7th.
Only 6?
Yeah. Very weird roster. As I said, like it's very unorthodox. I got 2 quarterbacks. My running back room was hurting. I got Hampton and Tootin. I got Harvey and Monangai, Pacheco, Sampson, Algier, Charbonnet. But I have Lamb, Devonta Smith, T. Higgins, Adunze, Debo, Jeremy.
Are you doing another draft?
I could.
It's up to you. If you do, I'm going to post to my Discord. If not, I'll not.
Yeah, we'll do another one.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm not taking Wicks, buddy. That like 2 mules, you can have Wicks 1,000 times out of 1,000. That's all you. I promise.
All right. Might get a few more people popping over, but
that's fine if you don't.
Yeah, it's all good. I just I wasn't gonna post it and then you review teams and leave.
No. If we're gonna draft, we're not really gonna review teams unless somebody really wants their team reviewed.
Got it. I typed in Savion Williams into my exposures, and now drafters broke. So you're welcome, guys.
Yeah, drafters is acting up for me right now too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm trying to deposit and it's not working.
Yeah, like I do see that there's a chance that the Chig thing falls apart. I could totally see that. But
I guess we're not doing another draft. Is anybody else having issues depositing on drafters right now?
I was having issues just loading drafters, so I assume deposits are probably not great.
Well, if you wanted to draft a team, I could share your screen while I try.
We could do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could just wait a minute. We could just talk ball for a minute and see if
I'm down to talk ball.
Yeah,
Brady has 6 of them. I still didn't take Savion. Chig top 8 tight end in PPR this season if Daniel stays healthy. It's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, I can see where you guys are coming from. So let's look at my team. We go Dak, Bo Nix, Omarion Hampton, Bashal Tootin, RJ Harvey, Kyle Monangai, Pacheco, Sampson, Algier, Charbonnet. Just a bunch of guys who could do something at running back. But other than Hampton and Tootin, I'm not really into it. Lamb, Devonta Smith, T. Higgins, Rome, Debo, Jeremy, Pat Bryant. Not bad. Mark Andrews, Gesicki, Mason Taylor. Yeah, this is a D for donation. We definitely donated that draft.
Learning the landscape takes a while.
Well, that's like my 16th mini. It's just when you get into these lobbies with these people, it becomes a little bit tougher.
Yeah, I draft with those people all the time. So
yeah, like a lot of them. Yeah, you've been drafting. You haven't stopped drafting.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I think I'm at like 500-600 drafts or something on the season.
Wild.
So, but yeah, we I'm not out on Likely. It's one of those things. I don't think there's any possible news is going to come out on Isaiah Likely to where he starts going 2 rounds ahead of where he's going now. I don't think that that's a world we're going to live in. I think that some of these other guys behind him can reach up to where he's at. And I think that will I think we're still going to see tight ends start to fall like just continually, because that's what happens every single year. People push tight end, and tight end value gets better and better throughout the offseason.
Is it because I changed my card? There's no way it's because I'd have to go get my card. All right, I guess it is what it is. It's because
if you need to go grab your card, I can.
No, we'll just get you to share it. That's so weird. So weird. I just got a new card, so that's probably it. Unless my account's been hacked, but I hope it hasn't.
Yeah, that would be bad, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure this out right now. Well, if you want to share your screen, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, let's Yeah, so I actually have are you doing $2 minis? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I love the fact that Drafters has been giving a deposit bonus once a month. It's fantastic.
You got a ton of fucking money in your Drafters account. Good for you.
They gave me a pretty nice deposit match thing. They gave me I've actually had a couple signups with the promo and stuff. So
really?
Yeah.
Since when?
Over the last 2 months.
And
then I think because of that, I got a pretty good promo, like put 500 in, they give you 250. So I did that. That's why I have. And then the rest of it was winnings from the playoff best ball stuff. I did okay in the playoff best ball stuff. I think I got 9th or something in the mini one. But yeah, we can jump into $2 lobby for anybody who wants to. And
hell yeah. It's so weird.
By the way, for those of you who don't know on Drafters, and I'll plug them for you a little bit, but you go to the main, you click on milestone bonuses, double rewards till June 30th.
Oh, that's cool.
That is wild. So like I'm gonna probably do 25 of them by then to get 4 tickets. I do think that it's smarter to wait till you have the most information and drafter specifically. I've done my 10. That's why I have a free ticket right now. Like I've done one of those. Like we could look at how toasted some of these teams are though. Like while we're waiting
From bye week conundrums. If
Oh,
Neighbors
I don't know.
injuries pushes into the season, I can see Mooney playing really well with Dart being taken. Yeah, I don't hate that. I can't hide Mooney.
All right, so this is my very first one. Apparently, I took Tua. I don't know what happened here.
I don't hate the Tua pick.
We got Dak, Shuck, and Tua, all different bye weeks. That's not bad. Gibbs, David Montgomery, Tony Pollard at 97. Hell yeah. Emmett Johnson before ADP, RIP.
Yep.
Brian Robinson, Katron Allen 216. Like feels solid so far.
Yep. Katron before the hype hit. Yep.
Nico and Pickens. Yep. Terry McLaurin, Brian Thomas, Jaden Reed at 96. Omar Cooper, Tyquan Thornton, Jahan Dotson. It's dead. It's so dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's got Jahan Dotson on it. It's
either going to be Jahan Dotson or Zachariah Branch. So it's not a bad pick and a little correlation there with Tua.
Well, I mean, Dotson's going to be the outside receiver either way.
It's going to be him or Branch, right? It's going to be one or the other. But like my question to you is like I know how high you were on Cooper prior to him being drafted.
Yeah.
What are you feeling now?
I think that those drafts that we had pre-draft that we were getting them at the high point at 135. I think that's where he should go now. Like I think, I mean, we got a first round capital wide receiver who's in a situation that's probably not that good, but their division, like Buffalo and Miami, have horrible defenses. So, and I think that their defenses are going to be good, so they should be in some high scoring games. I think Geno Smith behind a reasonable offensive line could be a lot better than he was last year. I'm not saying that he's going to be, but he could be. And I think that he has a chance. Like the big problem is that Sadiq is also there.
Yeah.
And they're both going to be over the middle.
Yep.
Somewhat. But,
and Mason Taylor's still involved.
Yeah. I personally believe that Omar Cooper can play outside based on what I've seen with his film and all that. And like,
I think he's a fantastic player. I think Sadiq's a fantastic player. I think the situation's not ideal.
Yeah. 2 Mules. We are currently in a $2 lobby.
We're doing a $2 lobby, and I just texted Josh from Drafters saying, what the hell's going on with your app? Anybody else having issues right now? Just me?
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's.
I'm going to look at my bank account. Like, did I get.
Do you not have the $2 to put in? Is that what
no, we have way more than the $2.
I was going to say, like, is that what you're
like? I just got my commission check, so like we are laughing. It's not money. It's got to be the new card or something wrong with Drafters. I'll figure it out.
I only use PayPal through Drafters. Like,
see, I have never used PayPal through Drafters,
and the reason I do it is because, like, number one, I use my credit card that way. That way, I get cash back on it on top of it. So, like,
there's a debit option though, and I've been using the debit.
There is a debit option, but since I get some cash back, like I'm just gonna like I pay it, like I buy it, and then the day it hits my credit card, I just pay it off through my.
I didn't realize you got cash back for
it's all purchases on the card I have. I think I have Capital One. It's like all purchases, so I get cash back on it, and then I get. So like, there's no reason not to do it, and then I use the cash back specifically for depositing in Drafters as well. So, like, I do all of my bills and everything with the credit card now, and I just pay one chunk at the end of at the middle of every month, and that's what we do.
This is wild.
So we get the 108. We got Quill at the 7. We got 2 Mules at the 9. We got Code at the 6. We got. I was hoping that said Big Code because that'd be hilarious. We got. Who else is here? We got Ralph.
I don't know. You're gonna have to zoom your screen in a little bit on the web browser.
Is that good?
It's a little bit better. So we got Ralph Wiggums, Two Mules. You're at the 108.
Danica.
Quill for Life. That's DJ Quill.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's like as big as I could make it.
DJ Quill says drafters forces me to use PayPal for some reason. Maybe they just switched to that.
Well,
but like I was able to
being in America, you have to. That's why I started using it. But I was like, well, if I'm going to use that, I have my credit card attached to it, so I'm just going to use my credit card, and because I'm responsible enough to just pay it off as soon as it hits.
I mean, that's logical. All right. So what we're going to do, because we got into another draft, we're going to play the draft intro again. Ready, set, go.
Yeah. Come on, let's. Yeah. This ain't a mock draft. Let me make it clear. Real money on the table. This goes right here. Best ball royalty advice every week. Friendship Friday with the community we seek. Big draft energy. Let's get weird tonight. The race is popping. Somebody's winning tonight. La Porta, supporter. Real money implications. Disco in the building. Coast to coast. Across the nation. This is not a mock draft. I repeat. Not a mock draft. This is real money, baby. Let's get weird.
Welcome to Big Draft Energy.
Not a mock draft. I repeat. Not a mock draft.
All right. We took Jefferson there. I just exposure reasons. I have not been getting enough Jefferson since the I've basically kind of been stuck on all three sites. Like on DraftKings, I'm stuck at the back 5 picks. On Underdog, I have 3 and 4 spot. I've been there 27% of the time.
Yeah, I mean, like I love what DJ Quill did there with her pick. Going with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's a great pick.
I have Amon-Ra. Like I debate constantly if it's Amon-Ra or Jonathan Taylor at the 6. Like, yeah, I think a full PPR is Amon-Ra. Like I'm
not touching Jonathan Taylor or Christian McCaffrey in round 1. What they did last year was great. I don't anticipate. So it's like either you take one of those elite wide receiver options or Genty.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what the conundrum is.
I bet you Two Mules does not take. I was gonna say I bet he does not take Omarion Hampton. So that's the one thing I know wasn't gonna happen.
He doesn't like Omarion?
Ask him.
Two Mules, how do you feel about Omarion Hampton? Because I can't stop drafting that dude in round 2.
Yeah, he spent all pre-draft talking about how it's the worst pick on the board.
And then Kenneth Walker in round 2, another pick I wouldn't make personally. So it's good that you're here.
I'm very in on Kenneth Walker this
year. Well, that's because you got a Chiefs blankie.
No, it's because I don't like. I'm more. It's more that like we know they want to run the ball this year. They went out. They absolutely paid him.
Well, and they got Eric Bieniemy too.
They got Bieniemy. Their offensive
makes me
line,
worried about DeAndre Swift, by the way.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good point, but I still totally believe in everything Ben Johnson does. Like, yeah,
you kind of have to believe in Ben Johnson, but I feel like the running game is going to take a slight hit with the departure of Bieniemy because he was everything.
Or there's Two Mules comment.
Are you asking me about Keaton Mitchell's? Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's where he's been.
I mean, God bless him.
So in full PPR,
I got a message from drafters, but I'm listening.
Okay. So to add to the Kenneth Walker thing, it's full PPR. The last couple of years, or 2 years ago, Kenneth Walker had 53 receptions on limited work role. He's still going to be not like 80% guy. He will never be an 80% guy. He'll be like at most a 70% guy, but he's super explosive, and we expect Kansas City to have a like score a lot, right? So we are on the clock again. I don't take a lot of Brees. Let's just take Brees here.
I was going to say, is Emeka Egbuka available?
That talk about a player I'm fading heavily. Emeka Egbuka. I know you're
what?
Yeah.
Why?
because all the other receivers in those 2 rounds are just flat better.
Wow. That's crazy.
We
If
could
Emeka Egbuka didn't get hurt last year, he was breaking records. So he's going to be healthy this year, hopefully, and break records, especially with no Mike Evans.
There are some signs, like with that, with Baker also being hurt, with their offensive line being injured here and there, right? Like there are some positive vibes there, but he definitely completely faded out in the second half
because he was playing hurt. The dude was a dog.
He was playing hurt, and I totally get that. But like, I also think that when McMillan came back and kind of just looked as good as Egbuka did at the beginning of the season, like I think that matters.
Neighbors went at the 305 here. Who Hames?
Yeah, Neighbors is going to fall. He's going to keep falling. ETR has him ranked at 32 right now, so he's only going to fall.
Damn. Give me more Neighbors.
Yeah. So like right here, this is where I'm talking about. Like Egbuka, Burden are 2 players that I'm not going to touch until like the round 5. Like
you got a couple seconds, so make your pick. So is it Loveland?
No, it'll be Adams.
All right, we have completely different draft styles, you guys are.
I just Adams isn't necessarily a pick that I absolutely love. I personally have Terry McLaurin ahead of him.
Yeah, I'm higher on Terry McLaurin this year as well. I wouldn't say I have him above Devontae Adams, but I like Emeka Egbuka. I'm willing to click him in round 3. So yeah, got him there in round 4 and still passed on him. Painful. And people are still passing on him. Like I need to draft with you guys more. There he goes.
Oh yeah, if you want to jump in a Who Crew draft, Egbuka goes around there every time.
Yeah, sure. I would love to do that. Hell yeah. Give me all the Emeka Egbuka value. That is great value.
Yeah, and I do think that having stands in drafters makes a lot more sense as well, because like in Underdog and like the other websites where you have bouncing like playoff correlation stuff, and like you're going through 4 tournaments basically, and weeks 15, 16, 17 like matter more than the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might just be right on a player, but they have a bad week 15 and it didn't matter. And drafters, like, you either have 20% Jarquez Hunter and it hits, or you have 20% Jarquez Hunter and you suck, like I did last year. I was
with you on Jarquez.
Oh, were you? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't remember if you were or not. But I was totally there on Jarquez, and I don't regret it. You know what? Because if that hit, that was so much value. Like we've seen what they've done. So here I'm going to take Romadunze.
Yeah, that's a fantastic value as well. He was also playing hurt down the stretch.
I think that Romadunze, I think Luther Bird should be the 4th bear drafted. I don't disagree. I feel very confident in that. I feel like Swift and Adunze. I think Adunze and Bird
I'm out on Swift. I'm not a fan of Swift. I'll disagree with you there. I think Burton should go ahead of Swift, but I think that the hype train is fucking insane.
I think that like Rome and Burton should be like next to each other one way or another. Like I don't think there should be a full round difference. Like they're kind of the same bet. One a round 3, a year 3 bet with a guy who didn't draft him, but more draft capital. And he was the guy cooking at the beginning of the season last year with that same offensive coordinator. Or you could take the guy he drafted that it kind of looked like they didn't want and they panic picked, who did also work out. But they also took another guy at pick 10 that same year. And whenever they're asked about it, they bring his name up constantly. So like I'm in on Loveland. Like Loveland's the one I want of that group if I have to choose.
What was that kid's name? Douglas? They just brought in Douglas. He's a bit of a tweener. He could kind of do.
No, it wasn't Douglas.
No, Douglas went to Miami. It was a different guy. What's his fucking name?
It was Xavier Thomas.
Xavier Thomas. Yes, he's a bit of a tweener. He's like a baby Debo. He can kind of do it all.
Yeah. By the way, you're gonna have a hard time finding me past Jaden Daniels I'm going to take Jaden Daniels or Drake May almost every time in the 6th round. And if they're both gone, I'll take Tyler Warren. I think is kind of where I'm at.
I'm realizing that Jalen Hurts is probably the guy who I feel like strongly about there. Him, Jackson Dart, and Patrick Mahomes. These are quarterbacks that struggle leaving the draft without. But it's tough because I don't see myself getting a lot of, Makai Lemon. Like I'll get my fair share of Devonta Smith, but I'll never be able to stack them because people just keep snagging Hurts naked.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daniels, I understand it.
Well, Daniels, like it correlates with my Chicago super underpriced thing too.
Yeah.
And I think that Taylor McLaurin is also under. I just think the Washington offense all the way through is underpriced.
So who are you riding with as the wide receiver 2 there?
Antonio Williams.
Yeah, as you should, rightfully so. Yeah.
I
don't like that his value is as high as it is right now, though, because it's pretty.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point it's too much before we have actual news on it, right? Like we don't know if he's going to be able to learn the routes and all that. Like that does matter.
Yeah. Tubio says, to be fair, I've taken some Hampton since your rant the other day. Your rant, who Hames?
I don't know. Was it mine or was it yours?
I mean, I will praise.
Two Mules is a true best ball guy, and he listens to all the content. So be like Two Mules. Listen to all of us.
Yeah, no, I'm very, very in on Omarion Hampton this year. I mean, it's kind of hard not to. I don't know. Like, you're the first person who I realize isn't in on him. Discos, yeah. I mean,
no, I've got 12%.
Yeah, like there should be every content creator should just be really invested. Godwin.
I like Godwin and Reed here.
Yeah. I'm a bit higher on Godwin because I know there's at least that rapport, but it's your draft.
Yeah, let's do Godwin. I kind of want to get some more Jalen Warren, but I have a hard time because I like Dowdle more.
Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you there. Jalen Warren's way too expensive right now, and I mean, fuck. Like we were talking about earlier on the show, you weren't here for it, obviously, but Caleb Johnson might be a thing. Round 20, who knows? Give it a go.
I've taken 0 shares in my near 600 drafts of Caleb Johnson, and you know how I sleep? Very good.
Yeah, I believe you. But the reason why I like Chris Godwin there is the backstack opportunity with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is in line where it was where they were league winners. So I love the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially with the backstack options.
Yeah.
Hurst, I haven't really got much of. Jalen McMillan, not much of. I got 0 Kate Otten, but I got my fair share of like the Bucky Irvings and even Gainwell. I can't really get much of.
Bucky Irving as a player, I think, is a better pick in full PPR, but I don't like his price. Tucker Craft pretty easy here for me. But I don't love his price, but I've started taking him because whenever the FUD came out that he may not be ready for training camp like 2 days ago, and then the next day, it's like there's like a 4-day window of he might not be ready for training camp, and then Jason Light came out and said he's going to be ready for training camp. I said it, and like I didn't like it. I personally think that we should have Bucky Irving behind DeAndre Swift, Quinshon Judkins, and those guys. That's my take on it. And that's without baking in ADP. But with Bucky Irving, like I started taking him some whenever he'd slip into the 5th round because I was like, there's a solid chance that it just comes out that he's ready to play in training camp and he's going to move back up to like Javonte Williams. And if I can get some shares at a low price, I'm going to get some shares at a low price, even though I don't love this player.
Yeah. We are so opposite right now. And
I know
that's
we
okay.
are. I know
that's
we are.
Okay.
That's
okay. That's why our dynamic is what it is because like
I'm fine talking it out. Like it's about talking it out and like seeing if like I do my research, but then I listen to other people's takes. And like I'm willing to adjust my takes based on good information. And like there's something like so Tampa and Philly, 2 teams that you say you're kind of in on, are 2 teams that I'm out on, but both of them are teams that I'm like I have reasons why, but I also feel like I could be swayed the other way. You know, let's
look at the defenses, right? Let's look at the defenses that they have to face. At least we know 6 of their games because of the in-division rivalries.
Right. That's
all of them have terrible defenses. There's not a single good defense that Tampa's going to face in their division. They have a relatively easy strength of schedule when it comes to their passing profile. So we know that we're going to get some nuke weeks from, and they're above average offense going against below average defenses, bottom tier defenses. And that's how I feel about Philadelphia as well. Because yes, on paper, Dallas has improved drastically, but Dallas still is a schematical nightmare and still going to go through it a lot. Washington is still absolutely atrocious. And the New York Giants is one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL that we've ever seen. Right. And sure, they've all improved, but how much have they improved realistically?
This is my biggest negative on the Eagles. And so they lost Stoutland, which is a big deal. But they brought in the guy they brought in is the bigger deal to me. They brought in the guy who had a bunch of players who should have been good together last year in Minnesota. And he couldn't get those guys to work very well. Their offensive line was kind of a disaster the whole season. And like that's the guy they brought in to replace Stoutland. Like I get that like he's going to be working with much more talented players because the Eagles' offensive line is incredibly talented. But I also wonder about that as well. Like it worries me a lot. And like that's
so now that I know that you're not invested in these two offenses, what offenses are you invested in?
Saints number one. Like I've
offense I can't get around.
You can't get to?
No, just don't like it. Like I felt disgusted today when I had to draft Tyler Shuck after Jackson Dart got drafted. Like sick to my stomach.
Yeah, I mean Tyler Shuck in pre-draft was my number one owned quarterback.
I believe it. He was fantastic down the stretch last year. He was really good football player.
And like the same thing that you're talking about with the argument with the Eagles, which I agree with, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers division also doesn't have any good defenses, but they also play in awesome weather.
Yeah.
So like I like that's part of my bullish case, which is one of those things. It's like I get that with Dallas and Washington as well, which is
so. How high are you on Olave? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think his ADP should have fell whenever they took Jordan Tyson. So I have him at like 30. Like I think I originally had him at like 26 at one spot ahead of George Pickens.
Maybe I just miss him because he was free last year and he paid dividends when he was free last year. And I just don't see the need to pay up for him this year.
Number one, like there's a lot. This is my thought on him. It's year 2 in Kellen Moore's system. Kellen Moore is all about pace of play. They're going to have pace of play. They had 0 running game last year. 0. They went out and fixed that by like I don't love Travis as a running back. I just don't love it. But like he is a professional. He's going to make sure they have something there. He's fine at catching passes out of the backfield. Jawan Johnson's an absolute pro. You got Chris Olave, who is an absolute stud and never really had a good quarterback. Derek Carr's fine, but like Tyler Shuck offers way more arm strength than Derek Carr ever did, and Tyler Shuck is a way better runner than people believe.
You know what I think it is for me for Chris Olave? It's that like I was okay accepting the risk because the return on investment would be so much more significant last season because of the risk factor for the injuries. He's still a hit away from dying, right? So where he's currently going, he's like around 4, I believe, in this tournament, sometimes even earlier. That's tough.
So we're going to go ahead and stack up Rachaad White with Jaden Daniels here.
Show me your team. Pull it up. Just click on your name at the top. Yeah, there you go.
So we got a 2-4-4-1. We got Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford. Running backs, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, Blake Corum, Rachaad White. Bye weeks look fine. Wide receivers, Jefferson, Adams, Adunze, Godwin, and then Tucker Kraft. So we got to worry about week 10 bye week a little bit, but other than that, feels fine. We almost got Baker Mayfield all the way back at 126 or 128. He went right there. Damn you, Quill.
Quill
Why
shot.
Yeah, no, it is. I think just taking the naked Baker Mayfield is the way to go there for sure.
For sure. And there's, once again, still more backstack options because you could get McMillan, you could get Hurst, you could get Otton.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Joe? Good to see you, Joe Carlton.
Like, I think Tez Johnson's clickable, right? Like,
in this contest?
Yeah. All you need is one spike week, right? Like, to really pay off. I'm going to take Steph Diggs here. Like, he's going to sign somewhere. He's not going to jail. So why not take a chance on him?
Jonathan, I've missed this, buddy. I've missed this. He said that Baker pick sunk that team. Yeah, I missed this from Jonathan. Like, he's a really nice guy, and then he just gets, very opinionated, and I love that about him. I love that about him.
That's awesome.
He was right for the most part last year. He and I, we went back and forth a lot last year. Major arguments. He was right about what's his face, Amon-Ra St. Brown being just the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely the guy. And Jared Goff wasn't as bad as I thought he would be. I called him Jared Goffle. But I did say that they would miss the playoffs, and I nailed that fucking call. But other than that, Xavier Worthy and Patrick Mahomes.
Not only did they miss the playoffs, they were fourth in their division. So you could take it a step further if you want.
Oh, yeah. And you said, and I finished 101 and 174 last year in the main. Exactly.
Heck yeah.
Because you didn't fade Amon-Ra St. Brown. You weren't stupid.
I also faded Amon-Ra to some extent last year, and this year in pre-draft I took 16%.
I'm not making that mistake again. I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah,
I'm not making that mistake again. I'm not calling Jared Goffle. They got majority of their games in a dome this year. We know what that means for Jared Goff. Like, come on, they're gonna be lights out, put up a lot of points. Give me as much Detroit Lions as possible. They got the easiest running back schedule across the board for the entire season. On top of that, they have a very favorable fantasy football playoff schedule. So give me some Pacheco too. I'll take as much Pacheco as I could possibly get.
I
wish Goff was cheaper. He's very cheap right now. I think he's very affordable, and you can build a full Lions roster.
He's the same price he was last year, but all the other quarterbacks are priced up.
Yeah.
So, like, in essence, he's cheaper this year.
Like, you remember how there was like Bengal Buck? We did like the Bengal Buck thing across the board. I feel like the Lions is the team in the NFC to do that this year, just where everybody's priced at. I just don't know who to target in the AFC.
I feel like it's the Saints.
The Chargers.
The Chargers are the other team that I'm pretty in on. I know that. Yeah. So, like, back to the Saints for a minute. Like, their prices, like, are pretty cheap.
You've been hanging out with Bayou Bengal too much, man. By the way, shout out to our guy Bayou Bengal. He is live. We'll actually leave his link here because we'll be wrapping up here shortly, and I would love for the community to go show him some love at some point.
Yeah. Also, if you get a chance and you haven't subscribed to me, go over to Who Hames.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Subscribe to Who Hames, guys. HOOHAMES. Hold on.
We at 1,000 subs, if we get there before the kickoff, we're doing a 24-hour live stream. So,
dude, you're gonna get there by the end of June. Like, you've been killing it. You have 590 now.
Yeah, I'm like, I need 3 a day to pace to 1,000 before.
Yeah, I said I was going to do my 24-hour draft-a-thon if we hit 5,000. It's more like 10,000.
Yeah,
if I hit 10,000, I'll do it one more time. But I'm not.
I feel bad now for not taking Jaden Higgins and taking Stephon Diggs.
All right, there's Who Hames stream as well.
So
I don't think that would work. Would that work?
I'm going to take CJ Stroud here.
Yeah, no, that does not work like that.
Like, I'll take a naked CJ Stroud at 160. Why not? Yeah, I don't know. Like, the underdog links, like, or the YouTube links, for whatever reason, whenever I type them, it changes them for some reason. Like,
it was very weird.
Like, whenever I put links in the descriptions, whenever I go back to like, it shows it like that. Then whenever I go back to it, it's changed it.
Okay, that should work now.
And it's a link that's not clickable. It's really weird.
Yeah, that should work now for you. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this one. I might as well put myself on timeout. All right, 2 meals. Jonathan says 2 meals clicking Strange. LOL. Were you hoping for Strange? What happened?
Britton Strange is a fantastic, just a good pick.
Yeah, I just got him in the original Disco Balls Dynasty for cheap.
I almost took him over Trey Tucker right there because he would have been tight end too. I think
just another offense. I'm kind of avoiding the Raiders, and I know I probably shouldn't. I should probably sprinkle in somebody in there, but like, I just don't trust anybody. I like Naylor was good for me down the stretch last year, especially in weekly stuff. But
so I'm in a rookie draft right now, and it's a ID. So it's a IDP. It's a startup league. IDP. 50 roster spots. Start 12.
50 roster spots.
Yeah, start 12 IDP.
Travis Hunter must have gone first.
He went 5th round.
But yeah, that's. I mean, fuck. What are you doing with Travis Hunter this year? By the way,
gonna take some and just not be out. I think it's a bad pick to full fade because if it works really well. And if it doesn't work, he's still gonna get on the field on offense. And
no, he's gonna get on the field on defense, and you're praying for a pick 6, buddy. And I don't know. I don't know if they count pick 6s in best ball contests.
They don't in most of them because it says receiving touchdown and kickoff return touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
So, wide receivers. I mean, I'm
Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm very in on Jeremy Bernard.
Have you changed your tone about Zachariah Branch yet?
Like not on the talent side of it. I just think he got the absolutely perfect landing spot. I think that the combination of Tua plus a spot that like there were 2 spots, and I know you really like the Saints. I liked the Commanders and the Falcons more as landing spots for him, and he got one of those spots. And like Tua is going to absolutely check down master. Like you got a guy who has questions in his portfolio.
You're still playing the fucking gadget merchant narrative?
I believe it.
Oh my god. Like that was just a scheme thing. It's not a skill thing. He is a phenomenal route runner. I can't wait till he makes I love you.
What didn't
you know I love you, but like he's gonna make you eat your words, buddy.
Didn't he play at didn't he get shipped off from USC?
He didn't get shipped. He left USC because
he couldn't beat out Jacoby Lane.
It wasn't because he couldn't. Now you're just
like that's how I see it. Like
yeah. I mean that's how you see it, but that
doesn't make me right. It doesn't make me right, but like that's how I see it. You know,
I mean that's not what happened for what it's worth. But I see what you're seeing, and I see what you're trying to do. And hey, like
I'm just
look forward to these clips. Somebody clip that, please.
Yeah, I'm just trying to entice you a little bit. But
honestly, I'm in such a different mind frame this year where it's like
you seem a lot more chill. You seem
I'm way more chill. And
that's awesome.
Like,
well,
no
marijuana.
You said you had none of that stuff.
You had the health scare. That all turned out well. Like at the end, so.
You know why I'm way more chill? It's because I haven't done a single main and got sniped on a main on stream yet. That's why I'm way more chill. And like I'm only gonna do mains on pop-up streams. Like I'm not even gonna promote the stream. I'm just gonna do a pop-up stream when I'm already in the lobby queued up at a random hour.
I'm doing something similar. My community, like I don't care about snipes. So like
I care.
I don't care. I don't like I took somebody's quarterback the other day. They're like, I was like, it's your fault for not taking them in round 6, you know, like, because like in drafters specifically, like stacking matters even less. Like,
for sure.
I'm not saying it doesn't help. Like,
it's not just the snipes on the stacks though, because yes, that is like predominantly it's
the players that you like. Yeah,
right? That you're
but
trying to target.
You're putting yourself out there doing content, and you're talking about the players you like. And if you give them a reaction, they're going to do it more.
All day, every day. Trust me, it happened like twice a stream, every stream.
Yeah,
and I love the community for it because like it made me sharper, but it definitely didn't make me a lot of money. And I'm done donating, so I'm gonna do $2 minis to hang out with the community, and then I'm just gonna do pop-up streams on the main.
Like
where hopefully I don't queue up with any of you fucking savages because you guys are sick fuckers.
On like I'm like on Underdog, I'm gonna do most of my time box fun contests, like the 4-8 max entry things. I'm gonna do those on my own time.
Hell yeah.
Because those are the contests that like have the best advance rates, the best chance to really make the money are those drafts. So like I kind of want to do those by myself because I was kind of hoping for, like, I don't take much singleton, but every once in a while, you know how like you feel like taking a player that you're not in on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I had the Nick Singleton feel on this team.
Yeah, I had the Tyler Shuck feeling, and it was gross.
Yeah.
It was
all I'm hearing is you're scared.
All I'm hearing is you're scared. What's up, Devin? Long time no see. Yeah, 100%. I'm scared. You guys are terrified. You guys are a bunch of savages. Like it's my fault that I became a streamer and surrounded myself with the best drafters on the planet. You guys are all fucking absolutely extraordinary. Speaking of extraordinary, were you in my stream yesterday when I said I met Updog and he was a terrible driver?
No.
Oh, great guy. Fantastic human being. He picked us up from the hotel. Super cool guy. We went to Jollibee's, some sort of like fast food chicken place. It was on my bucket list. We don't have it here in my hometown.
Yeah.
He took us to this big ass mall. We went there and we had Jollibee's. It was pretty good. My IBS kicked in almost immediately. So he drove me back to the hotel. And like on the way there and on the way back, we almost died like 17 times because of his driving.
Nice. So
great guy.
Do you have a new respect for life after that?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Like 100%. Like he changed lanes. He changed like 6 lanes, jumping from like the far right to the far left at least 3 times. Great guy. Fantastic football mind. It was such a good time with him. I just feared for my life. And yeah, I'm never getting into a car with him again. Love him though.
Back to the dynasty trade.
Yeah.
We're in the draft is over and we're in the rookie draft after the draft, right? We're at the 304. And players are a little different because it's like Zachariah Branch is still on the board, so you're going to tell me not to take the trade. But so is Elijah Surratt, Chris Brazel. But like IDP is on it too. So like I took Dylan Thieneman already. I just got offered a 2027 second for the 304, and I'm pretty sure I'm smashing that.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
I mean, as good as the offensive talent's going to be in 2027, the defensive talent is going to be even stupider. Yeah. Right. Yeah, this year's draft, I feel like there's a few gems, but I just didn't really love this class.
But yeah, there was a all right, so we need a 4th running back here. I don't love him.
Heidenreich.
I haven't taken him yet.
Heidenreich.
Let's
Halani.
go. Let's go crazy. Halani.
That's crazy.
I mean, they went into the NFL draft with only George Halani and another guy, and then they took Jadarian Price and said, "Yeah, we're going to have a committee." Like, what?
Well, yeah, because Charbonnet is going to be back sooner rather than later. I'm just shocked that you didn't go with Najee Harris. Najee Harris is a free fucking running back right now.
I didn't see him on the board, honestly. That's who I was scrolling down to look for.
And I would have, instead of Halani, I would have gone with Randall because I think Randall gives you PPR upside.
So does Halani. Halani does.
We know for a fact that Lamar Jackson will always find his Justice Hill, Rashid Ali guy, and Randall was a former wide receiver, and he's Derrick Henry size.
How do I randomly draft 3 tight ends and they all hop by week 11?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's been a good talk.
It has been a great talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've missed you.
Speaking of Updog,
what's up, Doug?
I had him on for the Updog dog math tool. And he's going to come on here in a week or so, and we're going to go over his tool. It's going to work for drafters. It's going to work for DraftKings. It's going to work for Underdog. I've drafted a couple teams off stream with it active. It does things a little different. Like It's the tool he used to get top 10 in the
Baseball.
in baseball last year. It's the same thing, same process he used to finish second. I think he's finished second twice on drafters.
He sure has,
which is crazy. Like,
which
it's
is why he's one of the greatest drafters on the fucking planet.
Yeah, and like me and him are probably going to do like behind the scenes drafting and split BBMs since he can't do them live. Like, we're doing that with dingers. I have 33 dingers with him right now. Almost all my BBMs will be that way.
Nice.
So love Up Dog. He's super chill to hang out with. Like, I guarantee
he sent me a couple snippets of his tool. It looks brilliant.
Yeah, it is. So we got the team here. Go ahead and rate it with all these players that you hate. We got a 3.584. We got Jayden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, CJ Stroud at 161. I just like, why not?
Honestly, CJ Stroud, somebody I'm in on this year. I'm not opposed to any of your quarterbacks. I like your quarterback room.
Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, Blake Corum, Rashad White, George Halani, definitely thin.
Yeah, that's bad.
I don't love it. But I was just chilling, drafted $2 mini.
It's $2. It's fine.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Roma Dunze, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, Trey Tucker, Jeremy Bernard, Tank Dell. The Tank Dell pick should have been Najee Harris. And
that's an A+ wide receiver, regardless.
Yeah. And then Tucker Kraft, AJ Barner, Terrence Ferguson, and then Mike Gesicki.
Yeah. I mean, that's as close to as a D for donation as I've seen. Yeah. But like, there's the upsides there, the ceiling is there. But...
Yeah. If Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker is what you need, I could get there.
Yeah.
But like this, I don't think this is a team that could possibly get first place. You know what I mean?
I think it's a team that, like, you're not donating, but you're close to it.
Yeah. Like its upside is finishing like
I've drafted nothing but donos today. So like, if anybody knows what a donation looks like, it's me. I just donated $4, and apparently I needed those $4 because I can't fucking upload any money on drafters right now.
So what you're saying is today you've not been big draft energy, you've been big donation energy.
Big donation energy.
Yeah.
We need to make
we
not a mock draft, but we're donating anyways. It should have been a mock draft.
Like big donation energy is great. Like, I have bits in my stuff. Like, I have a draft with who he ain't got a clue thing that I say. Like, I'm gonna make a little clip for that because it's hilarious to make.
Probably the name of the next fundraiser event.
Yeah, there you go.
It is.
Oh, that's actually great for the donation.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
big donation energy is great.
Yeah.
But like, big donation energy is all I did last season. I just donated to drafters.
Yeah. Whenever you have a bad season, do stuff like that. You got to own it.
Oh, hell yeah. Like I had a bad year, and I'm doubling down this year on all my guys who fucked up, other than Kenneth Walker. I'm doubling down on all my guys, every last one of them. Who were my guys last year?
Matthew Golden.
Doubling down.
BTJ.
Hell yeah.
Xavier
the values are too good.
I think Xavier Worthy's value feels interesting since they've done nothing. Like, they brought back Tyquan.
You can't lose drafting them. There's only upside. I'm gonna look like a fucking genius. Like, oh, he was just a year early. That's what they're gonna say on the papers.
That's the problem with Golden is like that round. It's like we got those two. Wandale like feels really solid. Like I'm not saying he's gonna absolutely win leagues, but like, if you are thin at wide receiver and you're sitting there looking at Worthy, Golden, and Wandale, like Wandale's getting 110 targets this year.
You know who I feel like you're not mentioning?
Who?
Khalil Shakir, and I'd rather have Khalil Shakir than all of those names that you just mentioned, and they're going around the same spot.
I think Shakir is underpriced on drafters, and
I think he is too.
And like, I think on DK he's not, because he's not going to really have the 100-yard bonus ever, but like, if it was a reception bonus, I think it'd be fine. But like, they're full PPR. But like, on drafter specifically, there's no 100-yard bonus, and like, he has a lot of like 9 for 72 games, which are really solid. Right?
Here's the thing I like about Shakir. Year after year, he's presented the safest floor in fantasy football, like him and Jacoby Myers, like hand in hand. But Jacoby Myers' price is way too high now. What we're going to do is we're going to go rate our guy, Bayou Bengal. We've been here for a while. I appreciate you guys. It's been a 2-hour and 10-minute stream. I'm probably not going to be live until Thursday. because that's just life in car sales. I hope you guys understand. We'll see you guys on Thursday and Friday, and we'll probably do another duck race on Friday. But I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. Who Hames, let the folks know who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, as long as you love me, and then let's go right by you, okay?
I am Who Hames. We draft every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. Central. We mostly stay on Underdog. We definitely mix in drafters and DK some. On Sunday nights, we do Superflex. Superflex on Sundays. That's what we do. It's fun. It's a different vibe. We have a pretty awesome, like, everybody seems to like the music in my stream. Jamie's done a great job to help me out with that. Go give me a follow if you haven't. I if nothing else, I'm there all the time. Like,
it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. He really is there all the time.
Like, and worst case scenario, I'm always there.
Like, the craziest thing about Who Hames, guys, and I'll tell you this right now, like, when the fantasy football playoffs ended, I took a sigh of relief. I'm like, I'm done with content because I helped people. It was a grueling season. Who Hames hasn't fucking stopped. He's still going. And he's been plugged in the entire time. I highly recommend him. Good people, good guy. Any last words for the folks, buddy?
Let's win.
Hell yeah, let's win. Let's go right by you, Bengal guys. Please head over to the link there. Time for I don't know. I feel like last year I had the best outro in fantasy football. I feel like this year it might be up there again. But until next time, folks, peace. See you soon.
Yeah. Come on, let's. Yeah, this ain't a mock draft. Let me make it clear. Real money on the table. This goes right here. Best ball, royalty, advice every week. Friendship Friday with the community we seek. Big draft energy. Let's get weird tonight. Duck race is popping. Somebody's winning tonight. La Porta, supporter. Real money implications. Disco in the building. Coast to coast, across the nation. This is not a mock draft. I repeat, not a mock draft. This is real money, baby. Let's get weird.
Welcome to Big Draft Energy.